I think everyone wants security, and yet at the same time, they want freedom. And I think I am constantly stuck between these two as I made my choice to leave my stable, six-figure, uh, 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 IRA backed, pension backed, healthy health insurance backed job to do what I'm doing now as an entrepreneur, running a company all on my own, very bad insurance, to do what I love. And I want to share why I left that job and maybe help you if you're considering leaving your job as well. And also why I'm never going to go back again. I think my journey has been one of society and the environment influencing me to do something that I never really wanted to do, which was be a pharmacist. I idly chose the career path to be something that, frankly, I had no interest in being. I wasn't inspired by someone to do that. And it wasn't until my final year in pharmacy school that I was like, oh, shit, I don't know what I want to do. And I don't think I want to work in a hospital, and I don't think I want to work in a retail store. And I was terrified, only to learn that I became a clinical ambulatory care pharmacist. That's basically just a pharmacist who works in a primary care clinic, helping people with medicines that weren't really curing them of anything. Yes, I provided some life-saving meds. Yes, I prevented people from dying sooner. But ultimately, the majority of the people that I helped didn't even really care. They didn't care about me. They didn't really care that I helped them. Heck, they most of the time didn't take their medicine the way they were supposed to. In my job as a pharmacist, I felt inept. I felt a cog in the machine. I felt powerless, and I accepted that for a long time. I think what keeps so many people stuck in the jobs that they hate doing, even though it's providing them with the money, is because it feels easier to not take responsibility. It felt easy for me. I wanted to blame my boss, my boss's boss, the healthcare system, the American government. I wanted to blame taxes, corrupt bureaucrats for the way things are. And for a long time, I accepted that I needed to get out. I needed to do something else. But it wasn't until a very shameful admission to some really good friends at the end of 2016 that I was like, I'm not where I want to be in my life. I am embarrassed to be with you because I feel like I need to quit my job and I need to do something wild and crazy because this isn't me. And I'm so thankful that I came to that term, because in that moment I realized I was afraid to commit to myself and to my success and to me being happy. You see, for years, like 5 years, I'd floated from thing to thing, project to project, idea to idea, thinking maybe this will be the thing that helps me quit my job. Maybe this is the thing that will free me. And it wasn't until I accepted who I was, a pharmacist. I went through this schooling to be that. And maybe, just maybe, I could help other people just like me to do wild and crazy things, to essentially be a catalyst, to not be used up, but to change others, to motivate them to become something better for themselves, for their family, for the world. And there's 2 reasons why I left my job. And both of them are selfish. The first one is fun, and the second is freedom. Ever since I was a kid, I have been obsessed with trying to have as much fun as I possibly can. You know, if you talk to enough like career advisors or psychologists or people, there's this thought amongst them that, you know, we often become in life who we were as children. And for me, I was obsessed with finding fun, with making my friends laugh, with playing silly games, with having as much maximum amount of fun as possible per minute spent. And I was constantly looking for inefficiencies in my fun. Like, I would literally, think about in the day what toys I wanted to play with and how much fun I wanted to have with each. And I explored my creativity and allowed myself to just do as much as I wanted. And I wasn't having any of that in my job as a pharmacist. Now, this isn't to say that the whole job itself it's a waste or it's not helpful. It's certainly a service to society. But for me, in those moments, I was not having any kind of fun at all. I couldn't be creative. I couldn't be transformative for people. Yes, I helped people, but at the end of the day, it felt very frivolous to me. That many of them didn't want my help. And I have an incredible amount of fun I've learned over the years when I am helping someone transform. I did it as a teenager when I would create crazy video projects for school, and I had fun with my friends, and we were transforming a boring nothing school assignment into something fun and entertaining. I had fun in my college fraternity and meeting with people and helping them grow and learn and essentially becoming a mentor. And I had fun learning how to coach. You know, a leadership skill that I thought, maybe this will be useful one day. And ultimately, my job as CEO of a company, and coach and teacher and presenter, has been about fun. And I have an incredible amount of fun teaching, speaking, inspiring, motivating. I'm obsessed with it. So much so that I read books about how to get the most out of my productivity and my performance. I have 2 days a week where it's meant to be dedicated to just doing that thing to make me better at it and pushing me outside of the bounds of what I'm currently doing. And it's hard and it's challenging, but it's sharpening me, and it is so much fun. It's what led me to do this, to make these videos, to make me better. And that is so much fun. And it's fun to help others. You know, for a while I thought I could be like a lot of entrepreneurs who have really simple businesses and they just sell information. And I did that for a while. I still do it in my business, but it's not really a main focus at all. It's like 3% of the business. But what I really love is helping a person change. I mean, it's a drug. It's addicting. Seeing someone transform and become someone different, overcoming challenges, professional, work-related, business-related, life. Oh man, nothing is better. And I also wanted the second thing, which is freedom, to do this. If you've watched maybe the first 2 videos I recorded in this year, you'd see that I'm in an office, and I'll be back in that office, but I'm here. In my previous job, there was no flippin' way that I would ever be able to record this video. I'm in a much warmer location. near the Gulf of Mexico or America, whatever you want to call it. And I'm doing this because my wife, I think, has seasonal affective disorder, and she's happier when she's warmer. And I would have never been able to work from this place doing what I'm doing now and helping my wife feel better. I'm overwhelmed by the emotion of the moment to see what life has led me to do. Because in that job, that dead-end job, where I was treated like a cog in a machine, where they didn't listen to me, they didn't advocate for the things that I was wanting for, they would have never let me live here doing what I do. I'd have to go find another job, but I made my own. A year after quitting my six-figure job in 2018, I went on a 3-week vacation because I never had the ability to take more than a week off at any given time. And then the following year, I took a 3-month sabbatical where my family and I drove around in the country, seeing the world and having a ton of fun. Why I left is because of freedom and fun. Those have been my guiding principles for years. And my hope is that whatever principles you want to live by, that you really take ownership of them. Because you don't have to let moneyness be your happiness, although it certainly helps to have quite a bit of it. You don't have to chase money. You will have months as an entrepreneur where things will be very hard. The decisions you'll have to make, the things, the consequences of your decisions that you will have to live with. You wouldn't wish sometimes on another person. But I will never return to the prison of that life that both kept me from having fun and having the freedom that I have. That isn't to say that I don't think I could find a job doing it. I think I could probably get an academic job one day. Being a professor. I think that would be fun. But it would hold a lot of other things, the politics and bureaucracy, that I would not enjoy at all. In my industry, there's a shortage right now. It was worse a few years ago. And they started offering bonuses. And I had a few managers reach out to me to offer. I don't think they knew who I am to the industry. And I said, how much is it? And they said, oh yeah, it's $75,000 sign-on bonus. That's like a little less than half of the salary that I could earn from a year. And I thought, that's a lot of money for a sign-on bonus. And I wouldn't take it. No way. And then I did this thought experiment where I was like, how much money would they need to pay me to take that job? And I got up to $1 million, and I thought, realistically, there's no way they're ever going to do that. But on the flip side, I thought, there is no amount of money that someone can pay me to do a job that I don't enjoy. And I'm so thrilled to be living the life that I have. I don't know what your reasons are for what you're thinking. Maybe it's the pain of the workplace, society's expectation that you need to make a ton of money and live a certain way. Or maybe it's parents or others or your family, and you think you're doing it for someone else. But I hope that this inspires you to be a little bit selfish, because if you're constantly giving to others, like how I was for years, you lose sight of yourself, and your psyche will have consequences for that. My hope is that you can break free of your prison, whether that's getting another job or starting a business or just living life on your terms, because you have one life to live. And my hope is that you have a great time living it. Thanks for watching this video. And I'll see you from this balcony next week.